all signs reading for good stuff coming in. I feel like we could all use a message about the good stuff, right? I'm just gonna wait for people to enter the room. Let's get the paper and pen ready for the timestamps, huh? Let's see if we have any moderators available today. Happy Sunday, everyone. Also, happy birthday to my fellow Pisces. My youngest son is a Pisces, and I am very suspicious with the eclipse landing on the day after his birthday at 333. And some things I'm following with his birth chart would suggest we're going through some pretty intense changes. So stay tuned for that. With that being said, we will start with Pisces as the birthday month. And then we will follow by elements. Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sag. Are we ready? Do we have any Pisces in here? Show me, what does the Pisces collective need to know about the good stuff coming in? What does the Pisces collective need to know about the good stuff coming in? Please hit the like button if you're in the room. Helps boost the algorithm. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie. I'm a tarot reader and an intuitive coach. And we will put Pisces at 333. And that is what landed for Pisces. That was quick, right? Yes, reaction buttons do help. You could be seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities at this time, Pisces. I think you are definitely tapping more into your spiritual self. If you haven't joined like a church or some kind of group like that to feed that spiritual part of yourself, I think if not already, you will be looking into that. If it's not that, you could also have a potential soulmate. And when I say soulmate, that doesn't necessarily mean romantic. It could also be a soul family member. I'm getting the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups usually represents a soulmate, and it's not always a lover, you guys. It's not always a lover. And can we talk about it? I feel like the men in our generation, I feel like, can struggle sometimes on deciphering who their soul family is, and like it doesn't always have to be a romantic connection. Like when you have a connection with someone, I think finding the discernment on, you know, are you supposed to be building a friendship here? I mean, I think also with Pluto moving into Aquarius, one would suggest a lot of us are focused on friendship-based romantic connections, no? Because I kind of feel like that is playing out here. So Pisces, the signs that I'm picking up is Taurus, Gemini. There's also something about sorting out your friend groups. Things might be changing around at this time to fit your current belief system. And when I say current, that means there are things that need to fall away that were in your old life, is what they're saying. Having more passion and also sex, just FYI. So if you've been going through a dry spell, Pisces, I think that's going to be changing for you. There's also a message about a change in routine, not just a change in routine, but with your workout and movement in general. You might be noticing your hormones changing. Yeah, the way you work out might be changing. I feel like there's also magic in movement. Wouldn't you guys agree? What's the good stuff coming to Pisces? Are there any Pisces in the room? Please hit the like button. If you want me to catch your energy and get more specific messages, it's important that watchers, you guys engage. If you plan to be a subscriber and plan to be part of the tribe and you want more specific and not so vague and generic messages, I'm a big believer in tapping into the energy. And just FYI, if you guys are new, I talk a lot about like how I became a tarot reader. If you're curious about that and my awakening story, because me being a tarot reader was not always a thing, go ahead and check out my other videos. I also have a lot of side quest stories that I plan to share more along the way. But when I started getting into tarot, I came across my tarot mentor now, who was also on YouTube. Her name is Miriam Kramer. She was also known as Point Your Compass. Her YouTube channel got shut down quite a few times. Then they merged into Woke One's Revolution, which also might be changing eventually anyway. And I do know that she is planning to not do tarot readings as much, and she's wanting to do more astrology things. And so we plan to do projects and collabs in the future regarding that. But anyway. I feel like that kind of ties in with the Pisces storyline on the good stuff coming, because you had a message about finding a spiritual guru, going to a church, or something like that. So, you are a Pisces. I'm a Pisces cusp. Some people don't believe in that, but I definitely do. Let's go to Scorpio. Are there any Scorpios in here? Double tap to like the video. Show me Scorpio, the good stuff coming. Show me Scorpio, good stuff coming. Nine of Swords. That's not what you would think would come out when you think of the good stuff. Show me Scorpio, the good stuff coming. Six of Wands. Okay, making a little bit more sense now. This is why I'm really big on not getting the decks with the word interpretations and stuff, because so much can change depending what else comes out in the spread. Four of Cups. Well, Scorpio, if you've been dealing with a level of depression, if it's not depression, it could be, I'm also hearing dopamine burnout. That's very specific, so take what resonates. If it's not that, it's just some level of dissatisfaction, maybe a level of stagnancy. It could have something to do with movement in regards to a family situation. Could be a blended family dynamic, doesn't have to be. Movement is coming, Scorpio. If you were like wanting to move family closer, or there's an issue with your connections. I also like kind of like heard like, I don't know, a slang. So I don't know if like people are moving from different parts where the culture is different. Like say, I had like a strong smell of incense, but what is that? Why can't I think of the word? When someone has an accent, gosh. Anyway, something like that could be happening. The Chariot card here, that's going to be coming up a lot, you guys, with it being the year of the horse. Not gonna lie. It's been a pattern I've been watching in my readings quite a bit. Yeah, don't worry, Scorpio. Movement is happening. Unfortunately, it's taken a level of pain in order for things to move around and make that choice. I'm feeling like some of that has not been in your control. So, better days ahead. I also see like a family vacation coming up and a possibility of a new contract. If you feel like you haven't been, I'm hearing, okay, this is so specific. Maybe you have like an HR background or something like that. I'm hearing like executive assistant. I'm hearing overqualified. I'm hearing like maybe you don't feel like you're being utilized in the, I don't know, what words do I want to say? In the best way, in the way that like really represents you and your talents. Is that making any sense? Queen of Pentacles, great energy to be in. I think that is changing. I think your gifts are needed, Scorpio. I think what you're seeking is seeking you. It's just physical things in your environment need to move around, and that also includes people, their free will, and their choices. So if that's been in your thoughts heavy, don't worry. It helps to know the good stuff coming, doesn't it? I mean, we can always look forward to the future, and I feel like a lot of us are in uncertainty. Fear is what a pattern I'm seeing in a lot of your guys' readings, and including me. I was like, going into the unknown is a theme. Cancer, 1308. Show me Cancer. Are there any Cancers in the room? Any water signs in the room? Double tap to like the video, please. Like, share, and subscribe and all the good stuff. Hello, welcome in. Cloak Sword 88. My birthday just passed. Show me Cancer, the good stuff coming. Show me Cancer, the good stuff coming. Two of Swords. Ace of Cups in reverse. All right. Not what I was expecting. Show me more for Cancer. Good stuff coming. Three of Wands. Okay. I also heard realignment. The Tower, the Hermit, the... Okay, that's a lot. Wait a second. We're going to take that back. But you peeked that, right? I saw the Hierophant for a second. Page of Pentacles. All right. Good stuff coming. How do I want to word this, Cancer? This is pretty common with Cancers because I feel like you create a home for people. Like you're very heart of the home kind of energy. One of a Cancer sign's gifts, a sun sign's gifts, is that they're able to emotionally sit with people in the darkest, deepest depths of like depression. You know what I'm saying? Like they have that capability, like that counselor kind of vibe. Now, with that being said, Cancer, I feel like in the next chapter that we're moving towards, I feel like your emotional needs are going to be more at the forefront and priority. And it's not so much about you trying to understand and learn someone else's love language. I feel like this is going to be reversed. And I feel like they said, you better get used to it. And this is, I guess, a surprise for you. There's also a level of self-sabotage here. And I don't feel like it's really your fault. It feels like a lack of information and knowledge that you could only get in some kind of level of esoteric form, like someone that's a shaman, someone that's an astrologer type of thing. And so you might be seeking new information on how to break a pattern when it comes to your love life. And I say, good for you. Oh, I'm so surprised that you were able to get through the chat with how much like protection I have. Smile. HW9RR. The irony. The irony. Isn't that funny? Honestly, you just kind of help boost my algorithm. So I'm gonna see how much you spam me and just go from there. There have been times where it's been like a very nasty energy, and I truly believe it's a spiritual attack. So I feel like those were pretty good messages for Cancer, right? And there you are. Perfect. Love when your energy comes out. That means alignment for you. This message is held for review. Good. Thank you, YouTube, for actually following the system. What do you call it? I basically made restrictions on my channel. Things that people can say, can't say, certain words. So I'm very surprised that they were able to get through. Aquarius. I'm just going to say 18 minutes. I feel like this person has misinterpreted, but we'll just let them misinterpret. Please double tap to like the video, reactions and comments, even the weird spam haters that we get that are religiously radical. I don't even know how they find my account, honestly. You help me so much. So continue. Show me Aquarius, the good stuff coming. Aquarius, I feel like not giving an F is gonna definitely be a thing after you've seen my rants. Giving less Fs. Show me Aquarius, the good stuff coming. We got any Aquariuses here? Show me Aqua Fam, the good stuff. I'm also hearing getting integrated. Well, that's good. Knight of Cups. King of Pentacles. Man, I've been seeing this for 3 years. Show me the good stuff coming to Aquarius. The Lovers. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. All right, so 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I see. Pending. The moon here is a reflection, Aquarius, so I'm hearing in between a dream and a nightmare. So it's almost like you're on 2 different timelines right now, where one timeline kind of represents your fears, your insecurities, the things that could go wrong. And then another timeline where it's possibilities, stability, security, everything you want and more. Now, the tricky part here is getting in control of your desires and I guess not just your intention. I'm also hearing best foot forward. I don't know, but stability and security is coming, Aquarius, but most of it is internal. There's also something here about refining your, if it's not priorities, it could also be priorities. I'm also hearing tasks and I don't know, there's a refinement going on so that you can reach success. And it's coming. You're going to overcome anything that's been in your way before. There's also a lot of attention coming. I see a possibility of a long-term relationship. Possibly reuniting with someone and gaining a following in a friend group. If you've been working on an online business, I see that being successful. I see support coming if it hasn't been a thing before. Offers. I'm also hearing certification, so you could possibly be thinking about investing into your business as far as, like, if you're an entrepreneur, you're thinking about going to school for whatever it is that you're doing. Like, I'm trying to think of an example. Well, here's an example. Since this is an Aquarius read, I've considered so many things, but because I'm in the spiritual business, I thought about, like, you know, going to school for herbology and getting into, like, really the witch holistic health thing, because I love sharing that kind of information. Like, this is so much more than tarot for me. It's a whole lifestyle, manifesting lifestyle. And so I feel like that might resonate with you, Aquarius. I'm also hearing something about your manifestations contradicting itself, which is why the Knight of Cups is here. And it could also have to do with, I don't know, the people that you have fun with and connect with aren't necessarily the people that you can build with. I'm also hearing there's a difference between friend and community, so it could be just a matter of boundaries. Because people could be a little disillusioned by you, Aquarius, because of what you do. I don't know why that is. It could be because of the area that you live in or grew up. I'm not really sure, but I'm also hearing that you had, like, a certain kind of reputation as a teenager for being a rebel. I don't know. I feel like that's very common with Aquarius's people, right? Mackie Ken, hey, welcome in. I remember you from last time. So we will move on to Gemini. We have any air signs in the room? Please double tap to like the video. Show me air signs. Good stuff coming. Definitely an air sign here. All that Aquarius and Scorpio in me with a touch of Libra. That makes sense. Show me Gemini, the good stuff coming. The Moon. Four of Cups. The Seven of Swords. Tell me more Gemini. Okay, the World. The Empress and the Ten of Swords. All right, two very different messages for Gemini. Strength. Okay. Different storylines for Gemini. One, there's a storyline for Geminis that are in the shadow that might get caught in whatever they're doing. So take what resonates and what that means for you. There's also another set of Geminis that could be struggling with some kind of chemical imbalance or something with their medication, something along those lines I think is changing for you and going to make you feel better. Take what resonates. And then another situation where if you are not looking to get pregnant, watch out because you could be getting pregnant. And if you want to be getting pregnant, well, congratulations. So, new addition to the family. I'm also hearing reforming a parenting plan, modifying a parenting plan. If it's not that, there's also adoption. That's a possibility. Looks like you're going to be getting the help and proper, if you're looking into like legal things, you're going to be getting the proper guidance for whatever it is that you're seeking. You might have to talk to not just like if you're going through the courts or something like that, you might not just be meeting with one attorney. You might be attorney shopping, or you might have to deal with like a mediator. If it's not a mediator, it feels like we have that in Washington where it's like a program, a nonprofit, where they basically mediate, they counsel between parties. It feels like that could also be a situation. I'm also hearing arbitration. Where is this coming from? Crazy, crazy. Crazy. Too much, Gemini. You got a lot going on, that's for sure. All right, show me Libra. Go to 27. What is everybody up to this Sunday? You guys making any good food? I like to cook on Sundays, usually. Please double tap to like the video. Are there any Libras here? Show me Libra. Show me the good stuff coming to Libra. Show me Libra. Libra sun. I love Libras. They're so chill. I've never not met a Libra that was chill. Actually, no. When Libras are not chill, they're usually on their shadow side. That's a scary, scary Libra to be around. Show me Libra, the good stuff coming. 7-7 in the room. Hello, Frank. Show me the good stuff coming to Libra. Queen of Swords. Well, there you are, technically. It's an air sign. Oh, Queen. Oh, no, the Empress almost is Queen. Show me more. Libra. What you want in a partner. Expectations in a partner. And also heard be careful of expectations or you will be disappointed. I also heard prenup. What? I made some cabbage, rice, and honey chicken. Ooh, that sounds good. I would never think of putting that together. I guess cabbage and honey chicken go together, yeah. That's like, I'm Asian dominant as well. So that sounds like my kind of dish. 5 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, and Judgment. There is a possibility for a reconciliation. If it's not a relationship, it could be a project or investing into a home, a house, an environment. If it's not that, it could be a hobby. Really paying attention to how you feel, which may be different for you, Libra, because I know air signs can be more on the logical side. But you're having a breakthrough moment on what really truly makes you happy, what makes you emotionally fulfilled and balanced. This could be a person, if not a Scorpio, possible water sign. There's also a message of wanting to, I heard moving around money, but you could just be wanting to be an entrepreneur or be a freelancer of some kind. And this could also be health motivated. mental health motivated, all that good stuff. And I say, yeah, looks good. There's a message here, Libra, about don't expect your friends to support you. I think your biggest support most of the time comes from strangers. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna take some time, whatever you're working on. And I do see some pivots in your plans, so expect your plans to be rerouted, but you're gonna be successful in whatever this is. Just keep going. Keep going. Looks good. Show me Virgo. We have any Virgos in here? I attract a lot of Virgos. I'm also a Virgo moon. What's the good stuff coming to Virgo? Good stuff coming to Virgo. Show me the good stuff coming to Virgo. I kind of feel like making noodles. There's these like, what are they? They're basically like black bean noodles, kind of like ramen. Get it at the Asian marts. It's so good. Knight of Pentacles. I'm hearing consistency and discipline. Virgo, you could be looking into business partnerships, or there could be a change in them. Temperance. There you are, Virgo. You love those noodles too. You know what I'm talking about? They're so good, right? It's my guilty pleasure. Nine of Pentacles. And usually my guilty pleasures are usually sweet. So that's a salty one for me. Virgo. There's something about if you're someone that works in the spiritual industry and you use your voice a lot, I think there's something about that changing, where your gifts are changing, and also how you express those gifts. I'm also hearing channeling those gifts, whatever that means. You could be getting an upgrade in your spiritual gifts. You could be getting a specific download or dream when it comes to a partnership. There also could be something about your health changing, and then there's also a message about something in the healthcare system changing that will benefit you and help heal you. If you're looking at different healing modalities, like looking into a shaman, a spiritual guru, looking into a nutritionist, an herbologist, I'm getting like witchy apothecary vibes. I say go for it. That looks like the best route for you. It feels like you're looking for some kind of answer. And the blockage has something to do with what you're consuming that impacts you emotionally. So you're not able to discern things clearly. However, I do think Spirit is leading you towards whatever, I'm hearing conclusion, whatever conclusion that is, so that you can get balanced out and so that the scales do even out. But I see a new contract here and soul family coming in. And then I also heard build the thing and then they will come. Okay, so if you're a manifestor generator or something like that, that might apply to you. Have you guys ever done your human design chart? Tell me in the comments. And then we'll move on to Capricorn, because I feel like this is kind of an important topic. We got enough people in the room, right? Let's have a spiritual discussion. Anyone? Has anyone done their human design chart? Or are you just into tarot readings? Have you done a birth chart reading? Are you into astrology? Do you know how those two kind of go hand in hand? Not everyone does. Not everyone does. You did one a while ago? So what are you? Like, what kind of manifester are you? Where do you manifest from? What are your lucky numbers? I know, like, some of my information at the top of my head. I know that I tend to, I react emotionally, and it's usually from my root or my sacral. And also, I'm a manifestor generator. So the way I manifest tends to work out differently. It tends to happen in my body and my feelings, then it goes to my brain, and then it creates a visual, and then that visual becomes like an intention to the universe, and then that ends up being projected into my physical world. And then when I see that is when I take action. It's very hard for me to describe to other people, because when you like ask for guidance and advice for people that are not into like tarot manifesting or anything like that, I don't feel like they really get it. They're like, oh, well, just, you know, push out resumes and just waste pretty much 72 hours like trying to find a job and blah, blah, blah. When that might not even be the answer at all. You can find these answers in your birth chart and just like save so much time and energy that you otherwise wouldn't have, unless like you looked into like, you know, divination and esoterics. I'd have to find the report to get the rest of the information. Type manifesting generator, strategy, wait to respond, authority, sacral. Oh, interesting, interesting. Right? I feel like it's very useful information, and you know, I think the best way I would do it is just Google human design generator, and there are free ones. You can look up free ones, and then from there it should give you the basic information, and then you can just like do your own research on each portion. Does that make sense? That's the same way that I work with astrology. So like you don't need a guide if you don't want to, but if you're really into like self-growth and also self-study, I highly recommend checking that out. But there are people out there that specialize specifically with human design, but it's just one of many things that I utilize with my coaching members and something that I do for myself. Like, it wasn't until like I learned that where I found that I was actually putting way too much energy, like exerting and burning myself out when I actually really didn't have to. I conserve so much freaking energy now that I know that about myself, you guys. And so if you're prone to burnout and you wonder why sometimes when you try to manifest that you feel blocked, maybe go check out your human design, and that could tell you some things. Now, with that being said, we will move on to Capricorn. At 39 minutes. Show me Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Show me Capricorn. Knight of Cups. King of Pentacles, Justice. Hilarious. Hilarious. So, Capricorn. A few things. Wait, I'm speaking too soon. Okay. Your stability and security a little shaken, but I feel like most of it honestly has to do with your mind. It has to do with the thought process, or not being fully committed to whatever you are doing. Like, it feels like you're manifesting from a place that is too wishy-washy and too much based on your emotions, which is surprising for a Capricorn. The thing is, Capricorn, you haven't been taken care of in a while is what I'm hearing. And so there's someone that's willing to take care of you, apparently. They want to show up for you. And this is going to help you in terms of your stability, your business, your success, I guess. It could be something that impacts your home and your household, your... What was I going to say? There was something else, but then I lost it. Yeah, clarity and an opportunity coming in. Also money. Like, if you're looking into saying, I'm also hearing selling a business. If you're looking into investing or creating another stream of income, I see that happening for you. If you're looking into grants in order to build something up, I see that getting approved. Yes. There's also like some level of strategy here when it comes to how you move through this. Basically, I don't know what else to say, Capricorn. You're basically going to get everything that you need. King of Pentacles is a great energy to be in. I just think... well, I don't even know what the issue was before, but a lot of it has to do with commitment issues. And I feel like we don't really talk about commitment issues enough. Why that is, where it comes from, we just kind of brush it off like, oh, this person's got commitment issues. But when we deal with love connections and we talk about the law of attraction, you kind of have to take a look at yourself and see, okay, I've dealt with a lot of people that have that issue, but also there's got to be something in me where that's also a thing. I found this to be very true when I was going through the process of my journey with my health, and I hired a fitness coach. And ironically, it was after my separation and divorce, and my body went through the ringer with stress. And I was like, okay, I need to focus on commitment to self. And it wasn't until I focused on that when I realized how wishy-washy I was in other things in my life and my connections. And there's something about that reflection happening for you. And I highly recommend, like, anyone, if you're like looking into like love partnership, I would say this: watch your discipline and your commitment. Because if you can't be on track with that, you're probably never going to be ready for a long-term partnership. Like, you might as well just not even waste your time. Until you can get to King of Pentacles level for yourself, it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. This is what you want to be at before you get into a position to be like emperor, empress. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, not everybody like jumps to King of Pentacles. Like, you walk. This is a long road from Knight of Pentacles to King of Pentacles, right? And that technically is the slowest knight in the deck, mind you. And Knight of Cups is very not the slowest. He's in and out. He goes based on how he feels. Was the moon here? I'm surprised the moon didn't come out. Usually when the Eight of Swords comes out, usually the moon is here, but here we are. Anyway, I feel like we went on a ramble. That's what I got for you, Capricorn. Please double tap to like the video because it helps. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Allie. I'm a tarot reader and intuitive coach for the past 6 years. I'm not technically new to YouTube, but technically I guess I am a newbie for the past 2 to 3 years, since 2023. Started with shorts, then started doing live streams, and now I'm just slowly accumulating videos. But I'm more of a small reader on Instagram and Facebook groups. And yeah. Hi, Brandon. I was waiting for a moderator. Taurus, 4440. Hi, Ken F333. Welcome in, welcome in. Like, share, and subscribe. I should make it a goal to say that at least, like, I don't know, 7 times throughout a video. I mean, honestly, it's easy to forget. I'm on YouTube a lot. Anybody got YouTube Premium? It wasn't until I became a YouTuber myself where I was like, yeah, I think it's worth getting YouTube Premium. I don't want to be brainwashed by all the ads. You feel me? Waiting is the hardest part. Absolutely. Waiting for your manifestations to come in, having faith and trusting the process. I'm currently in the middle of that, and I keep telling myself, God is always on time. The universe is always on time. But man, sometimes they give me a heart attack. Sometimes I'm just like, and then, you know, keep in mind, I think we're going through a retrograde. So expect delays, you guys. Expect delays. You're moving at the end of March. Could have called that one. Not surprised at all. I had a gentleman help me move furniture to the curb today. Oh, I love that. I love when the universe sends you an assist. Don't you love that? That's alignment, Brandon, just FYI. Show me Taurus. What are the good things coming for Taurus? Good things coming for Taurus. We have Strength and the 5 of Pentacles. Show me Taurus. Good things coming. 444 might be significant for you, Taurus. The Lovers. Local travel being significant. If it's not local travel, it's just travel in general. Your voice can take you far. There's something that you have to share and say. If it's not that, there's something that you're supposed to be standing out in some way. You could have a significant Leo placement. Okay, shadow side coming out a little bit. I think Venus moved. I just saw a post about that. The planets are always moving, you guys. So it's hard to keep up with sometimes. I will say the shadow side, when it comes to your love, connections, and relationships, that's coming out and needs to be looked at and healed. There's a conversation coming up about wants and desires in a partnership. If you are currently in a partnership, I don't see you and this person desiring and wanting the same things. I think if you try to stay for too long, your shadow sides will come out and there will be an imbalance and there will probably be more pain to heal from, just FYI. Obviously, take what resonates, but there's also a specific message for Tauruses. If you're someone that struggles with sobriety or something like that, that might be triggered. But just FYI, if you were someone that did not have time to yourself in between, say you went to treatment and you've been with the same person or something like that, I feel like, I don't know, that relationship is either going away or there's something that needs to be healed from before you went through that recovery period. That's a very specific message. There's also a side message, Taurus, about an emotional avoidance that you have when it comes to connections and relationships. Now, you don't need to be in a relationship for this to even be valid. And the truth is, we don't really know where we're at with our attachment styles until we are in a connection dynamic, right? We can say we're healed all day and that we're a secure person all day until you come across another energy. And if you're a believer in energy exchange, it is scientifically proven that we change in our bodies. Our brain chemicals change, our whole internal processes change when you're sitting in front of another person. They don't even have to say anything. Our whole biology freaking changes. Isn't that nuts, you guys? Just read on that kind of stuff. And you would be way more mindful about energetic boundaries and your love connections and relationships if you look at it from that lens. So anyway, Taurus, there's something about, like, so it feels like you think you are vulnerable because you share your feelings. But there's also another level where you need to have space and leave space for people to share theirs. And there's something about you feeling very uncomfortable with looking at something. Uncomfortable with how someone feels, how they process that information. Like, you might have like a little bit of controlling tendencies and might not even realize it. Don't shoot the messenger. Remember that I'm a recovering codependent, so I also I also get it and understand. But anyway, that's what I got for you, Taurus. 50-24. Aries. Man, the messages are just flowing today, you guys. I was like debating, is today a good time to go live? And I was pulling cards for myself to even see, and it looked like a yeah. Hello, Miss Oh My. Welcome in. My name is Allie. We are doing all signs, the good stuff coming. Every now and then we do free questions, you guys. So please subscribe if you're wanting to join one of those live streams. It's a good chance to get a free reading from me. If you're interested in booking a in-depth reading, we have emailed readings, pre-recorded videos where I send you a private YouTube link that you can keep and rewatch whenever. And I highly recommend most of my clients reread and rewatch their readings because I'm the kind of reader that can see very far out outcomes. And the way I read for my people is I like to put little puzzle pieces with signs and synchronicities. I don't always intend to or consciously mean to. It's just part of being a messenger and what I do. And so I'm here to manifest your best life, your purpose, your dreams, because I truly believe that we all have a burning desire in all of us that needs to be followed. That's something that people don't tell you. There's a reason why we have these wants and these dreams and these ideas. It's supposed to be because we're supposed to be creating and following it. Right? Life is all about just creation, constantly. Your 11th house never fails. Show me, Aries, the good stuff coming. Double tap to like the video, por favor. Aries, automatically, I felt like I was feeling stuck. Just know that there will be movement. Show me, Aries. Good stuff coming. Ah, movement. See? Queen of Wands. There you are, Aries. Some people say this is a Scorpio. I say it can be both. I say fire sign or Scorpio. Show me, Aries. 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, and 3 of Pentacles. I'm hearing invested. I'm also hearing equally yoked. All right. Page of Cups, 7 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. You have a dream, Aries. And that dream is coming into fruition. If there have been issues with healing childhood wounds, I see that getting cleared out. If you are looking for a new tribe, community, or somewhere to move or get rooted to, I see that also being a thing. You could either be moving out of your hometown or moving back to your hometown. And then there was also a message about creating your own hometown. That's very specific. Magician. Nice. Hey, Pisces. Right now we're on Aries. Well, the good news, Aries, is you will get all the resources I'm hearing available to you. So if there are resources that aren't available to you, I feel like maybe you're just not looking at it. And it could be due to like a level of apathy or depression or just some kind of discontentment where, you know, when you get in that energy of like bleh, and then when you get in that energy of blah, it's like everything is blah. That's like you with the 4 of Cups. So it's here. You're just like not utilizing it. And it could be because I'm hearing a harsh winter. Like you could have been like going through something emotionally for a long time. And now you're just suddenly getting this spark. suddenly you're getting this like feeling, and then you're trying to pay attention to this feeling and give it a name. I was just like having a conversation with myself basically on this, and something that we worked on in therapy with my son, and something that I do with myself, because I wasn't someone that was trained or told how to follow their feelings at all. Like, I had to teach myself this. So kind of new being in my mid 30s. But you know, when we look at our feelings, if we were to like take it out of our bodies and look at it and give it a name, what would we call it? And also a face, like what would your face look like in reaction to that? Now, for some people, that can be a complete detachment, or I'm hearing discontentment. I don't know why I keep hearing that word, but there's something about how your feelings are not really matching the outside. And so there's a realignment going on where you're really honoring how you feel and moving your life around based on how you feel. And we live in a society, culture, and a world, especially with males, where we're told to not go based on how we feel. Like, if we were always told to do based on our feelings, and if we're too tired or whatever, we would get nothing done, which in some level is correct, right? But on a whole other level, I think for you, you've kind of been someone that maybe suppressed for so long that you don't know how you feel, right? You might be one of those people. I thought you were in your 20s. I feel less old now. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Although I've been like so shocked at some people that I know that are in this kind of industry and are that age, and they are like so full of like spiritual wisdom and knowledge. And you have to think that past lives and reincarnation is real, because there's no way or reason that that generation should have that much spiritual wisdom, but they do. And I think the greatest example I can think of is Jazz is sometimes in the chat. And she's someone that is truly like one of the most gifted readers of her age, like the younger generation. And just the, God bless, really. Bless. When will I find love? You would have to get in touch with me on one of the free question live readings, those live streams, or book a personal if you're interested in that. Those are the messages I have for you, Aries. Let's move on to Leo, 5730. I feel like I'm probably going to have to change those timestamps because they go by minutes and not by hour. So whenever we get to like 60 minutes, it won't, what do you call it? Translate for me. You're a Leo. Anybody here have strong Leo placements? Drop it down below. What house? I believe I have Leo in my 5th house. Is it my 4th house or 5th house? I believe it's 5th house. My youngest son has a Leo moon. Gemini sun, Leo rising, Leo moon. That's right, that's right. You got heavy Leo. Please double tap to like the video. Helps boost the algorithm and all that good stuff. Show me the good stuff. What's the good stuff coming? Show me the good stuff for Leo. There's Scorpio moon. Yes, please send heart reactions. I love seeing heart reactions. Show me the good stuff coming to Leo. You guys watch your sun, moon, rising, Venus, right? Because you will probably get different messages, if not additional messages, on top of what you already got from your sun sign. Because I found when I watch other readers, because you guys should see my subscriptions, you guys. And like, obviously, I'm going to look at my competition, obviously. And I do plan to do collabs with other tarot readers. So if you're someone that like has tarot reading subscriptions with other readers on YouTube, watch out, because I'm coming. I already had premonitions about it. Stay tuned. And I already have like a couple of people on my Instagram chat that were on YouTube, and we talked about this. So yeah. I've been testing to see your guys' intuition, if you could take a wild guess. But I'm one of those people that are on other people's channels and moderate. And that's how I found my tarot mentor. Good stuff coming to Leo. Good stuff coming to Leo. Ooh, 10 of Cups. Come back. That feels significant for some reason, Leo. The comeback part. King of Cups, 5 of Swords, and 10 of Cups. Show me more for Leo. Okay, Ace of Wands, 4 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. I heard emotionally bankrupt. So if you have felt burnt out, I feel like this will be a very good recovery period for you. If there has been a loss in the family, rest in peace. I apologize. Take what resonates. But if there has been, I feel like that is healing something in your family dynamic. If not you, or I mean, if not your family specifically, I'm hearing maybe just for you. You could possibly be a scapegoat or black sheep, but don't have to be. If it's not that, you could be healing things with your mother. I'm also getting an uncle. That's very specific, you guys. Healing childhood issues relating to mom, because I don't know, something's affecting your parenthood. If you are a parent, something about that is changing. For Leos that are in a connection, there's a possibility of choosing to be single. If it's not choosing to be single, you could be looking into starting a home business, like being a parent and being at home with your child, but also working and being a freelancer in some way. Because I see entrepreneurship here, and the baseline and the reason for it, the intention is unconditional love. And it feels like a child. If it's not a child, it could be a pet, but it's definitely an expansion, an investment into the household. If it's not household, it is body, Taurus things, beautification, getting your boobs done. Like I had to say it. Automatically, that was like the first thing I thought of. Nip and tuck, like it could be so many things. Yeah, you're definitely going through a glow up, but not in just like one way. It's in many different ways. And this feels like this could apply to very significant Leo placements. So if you're not a sun, moon, rising, Venus, Leo, and say you got like, I don't know, an important, I'm hearing Jupiter and Venus, if that's transiting your chart at this time with Taurus, Leo, and I'm also hearing Libra. Is that it? That's mainly it. Those placements might resonate with this message. LOL, nip and tuck, right? I mean, I'm surprised more readers don't talk about that with the Empress. I mean, more than one time when I've had the Empress, you know, I've had like a beauty appointment, like I got a haircut. You know, I got my nails done. What else? I've also got this card when someone's had surgery. All kinds of things. Could be anything with beautification or the body. Like 20, feeling of nishi for me, no contact. Oh, interesting. What are we on now? Oh, yeah. Take what resonates, but that's what I got for you, Leo. Please double tap the video to like it and help boost the algorithm and all that jazz. Like, share, and subscribe. We will move on to Sag. How is your Venus placement found? I highly recommend Googling birth chart reading generator, something like that. And there will be free ones. I like AstroSeek. You put in your information on AstroSeek, and then from there, the generator will tell you. And you can find so much more than just your Venus placement. But, oh gosh, if you sat with me as a coaching member, I could help you manifest your love life, because a lot of people don't realize how many blockages they have, and that can be found in your birth chart. There are specific asteroids in your chart that would kind of tell you your love storyline. And I'm a big believer in Carl Jung, subconscious, dreams, things like that. And I found that a lot of times when people struggle with their love life, there's something going on with their fate. There's something there where they're repeating some kind of cycle. And Carl Jung has this saying where, what is it? I've said it so many times and I can like never get it right. Does anybody remember? Is that the, I can like visualize the words, but I can't remember. Oh, until you make the subconscious conscious, it will drive your life and you will call it fate, right? So astrology is just another example of self-study, getting to know yourself. And I found like people are so weird about that. Like, oh, I don't know myself. No, because you should be growing and evolving. And if you're not, then you would probably take offense to that. So I find astrology really fascinating in that way. I personally like to use evolutionary astrology because it's not coming from the aspect of, okay, I'm this placement and I am just this and that's it. Evolutionary astrology is like steps towards growth. And a lot of the times it's uncomfortable. Truly, I don't feel like everybody is meant to. I feel like there are people that are put on this timeline to give us an example of what it looks like when you don't grow and evolve. And so if you are interested in getting to your highest timeline, yes, it requires growth, and yes, it is uncomfortable. Show me Sagittarius. What is the good stuff coming to Sag? Show me Sagittarius. Seven of Pentacles. That keeps coming out, you guys. Everybody waiting, pending. Some seed has already been planted. And I'm hearing look towards the last eclipse portal. When was that? Probably like 6 to 9 months ago is what I would assume off the top of my head. All right. No surprise there. A lot of pause energy. You guys know tarot? These are pause cards, just FYI. The Hanged Man, my least favorite. Probably one of the most important. You guys have like a least favorite tarot card? Drop it in the comments. Let me know. I talk a lot about this one. My friend Brittany on Instagram, who's also a tarot reader, B Rose, she knows. She knows. Every time she's got this card too, she sends me a message. She's like, look, your best friend. And the irony, you guys, is that it's a Pisces card. I'm a Pisces cusp, and my youngest son is a Pisces. And when I remade this card using AI art, I know people are against that, but whatever. I basically utilized a picture of my youngest son and made him into the Hanged Man. It was actually really cool, but we had a whole experience with him doing this. And I wrote a post on it. If you're interested in checking that out, go look at my Instagram while it's still even available. Seven of Pentacles, Four of Swords. There is peace in the pause is what I'm getting, Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, technically that's you. A lot of the times you're kind of used to movement, maybe too much movement. So this might be a little uncomfortable for you that you're being put on pause. Be careful to not act out of spite or the shadow side where you're trying to win at all costs, because you will not. You will not. So just fair warning. Six of Pentacles reversed, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it would just throw you into a loop where it would keep you off balance. And then a decision that you won't be happy about will happen. Well, this is supposed to be the good stuff. So apparently, I don't know. I don't know how this, I mean, I guess it could be good. It's teaching you some kind of lesson here. And I guess the whole purpose of this is to move you into peace and to make you realize some patterns that you haven't healed or have put off. I do see an upgrade in your relationship, but you definitely won't get that until you're healed and in the process of being in the Empress energy. So like I said, Sagittarius, you're used to movement. So much so, more than like most of the fire signs, right? Would anyone disagree? Now, when you're putting someone like that on a pause, you could feel very restless and uncomfortable, and you might act out because of that. You know what I'm saying? I was just having a conversation with, not a client, but one of my networks today that was posting something, and I was reminding him of the concept of the push don't pull door. Like when a universe is trying to slam something, don't keep trying to open it. More than likely there's a window. If not a window, it's usually a pivot. That how much time that we waste trying to manifest something that's not in alignment, right? And that kind of feels like a situation here where you are put in a position to show you your issues, your patterns, things that need to be healed. Because I see you trying to manifest a partnership, but it being like definitely not what you want. Very messy, very third party, very much restricted, and don't know who's leading who, whose place is who. The answer really is self-love, Sagittarius. Yeah. Well, I guess that's a good reminder that even when bad, quote unquote, bad things happen, negative things happen, it could still be the good stuff, right? For the collective, yeah. Hi, Richard. Welcome in. Please double tap to like the video, share and subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're looking to book a personal reading, you know where my links are. But thank you for everyone that joined today. Happy Sunday. Until next time. Bye.